Hi, I'm Scott Leadingham. Thanks for joining us here in the unique Northwest. The presidential primary season is upon us, and it's a lot different this time around for Washington voters. Melissa Santos is well versed in all of it. She's a political reporter for Cascade Public Media and Crosscut. As far as Washington state and the county election systems are concerned, they're really just essentially helping the parties facilitate their own nominating processes, right? So in that way, it's quite different than the elections that we see for primaries in August that we'll vote on for governor or state house races, where anyone can vote for any candidate regardless of party, and the top two, regardless of what party they're with, go to the November election. So this is quite different.
It is very different. So voters, you'll have to actually check a box saying what party you are affiliated with, or at least for this election, who you prefer, which party you prefer, for your vote to count. And that's not something Washington voters are used to doing in general for any other election, certainly not for the state's primary that is used for every other election except for the presidential one.
Right, and you've been hearing from voters, like you said. I know Crosscut has been doing some polling ahead of the primary on Tuesday. So what you've been hearing from voters, I'm curious, what have they been saying? Like, is this confusing, or they don't like that they have to declare a party preference, or they're concerned about something else like election security? I'll note that this week's Secretary of State Kim Wyman, who's a Republican who oversees all the elections in the state, said she wouldn't be participating for some political reasons.
Yeah, I do think voters are confused. One, why do I have to declare a party in order to participate in this? I never have to do that. And also, some people just don't like having to do that, because I think voters in Washington historically consider themselves to be pretty independent. The other thing, though, I also have heard concerns from some, what's to stop Republicans from voting in the Democratic primary for some, for a Democrat they think is more likely to be easily beaten by President Trump. So there's also concern on both sides a little bit about this whole the way this party affiliation thing works and the way the primaries work. It's, I get a lot of feedback on it, but mostly people do not like the party declaration is what I'm hearing.
See all of Melissa's reporting on these and other topics at crosscut.com. And for more elections and voting news, come to the Vote 2020 page of nwpb.org. Thank you for joining us here in the unique Northwest.